So, welcome back, guys, to No Ordinary Woman Chat Show. I'm Janelle Rayburn.
I'm Caz Mac.
And we have missed you guys. We hope you have missed us too. In fact, we're sure you've missed us.
They definitely missed us, Janelle. I know they missed us because we missed us being out there, yeah? So you must have missed us. Okay.
So listen, what better way for us to come back with a brand new series, a brand new episode than for International Women's Month. We caught up with some amazing, amazing women for this month, and we are really excited to bring their stories to you.
So in order for you guys to be able to find out about these phenomenal, no ordinary women, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can get to watch their full episode in its full entirety. So make sure you hit the subscribe button.
Subscribe below, guys, if you haven't done already. Now listen, we are really excited to bring you these amazing women, so stay tuned, grab a cup of tea,
and we'll see you on the other side.
We'll be back right after this.
Guys, we are super excited to bring to you Jenny Campbell, who is the founder of Guava Kitchen down there in South East of London. Now, Jenny is just an amazing woman, but we're going to allow her to share a bit more light about her business, how she got started to inspire you.
So Jenny, you started a business recently, a restaurant actually called Guava Kitchen, vegan restaurant. Tell us a bit about that.
Okay, so basically, first of all, I have to say to your viewers that although we do vegan food, predominantly it is actually plant-based. So we do both vegan and vegetarian. Oh. And what that means is that we also sell a small amount of dairy. But we do make it, I'm quite adamant that we do more vegan options than vegetarian options. And we do try to steer more in that way.
So there's so many labels. So you said vegan, you said vegetarian. Like, I think I know what it is. You know what it is as well. But just
I don't think I know what it is. I don't know what it is.
What's the difference?
Yeah. What is the difference?
The main difference is obviously both vegan and vegetarian diets don't eat animal protein. Right. So that's one of the biggest differences. But the main difference between vegetarian and veganism is that you don't also have dairy, so no dairy products either. So, even going as far as obviously cheese, milk, all that, if you're a vegan, you wouldn't. But also, not only that, if you are a very strong vegan, you wouldn't even have anything that is animal related in your home, in terms of your furnishings, even your clothing, anything. So it is something that, everyone goes down that path for different reasons. So it really depends on your own personal journey. Vegetarians are a little bit less strict because they have dairy. So they'll have eggs and they'll have milk and so forth. And generally speaking, a lot of vegetarians sometimes as well may even have a bit of fish. Right. But generally speaking, they don't. They will have no animal protein at all.
So how did you decide to create a business, a restaurant for vegetarians and vegans? What inspired you to do that? Are you a vegan yourself, first of all?
I'm a vegan myself. I've been a vegan now for about 6 years. It was a gradual process. If someone had said to me 10 years ago that you're going to become vegan, I would have told them that that's absolutely impossible because I used to love my meat, right? It was a journey that I started, well over 6 years ago actually, because like I said, it was a gradual process. I went to Jamaica and I just had 3 weeks there where I just had a time where I just wanted to detox my body. I was going through some illnesses at the time. And I just decided to, because I was visiting lots of different practitioners and they weren't helping, so I decided to kind of take on my own self-healing. And I just decided to cut out, at the time I used to have meat, and I decided just to go with fish and vegetables. And I did that for the whole 3 weeks I was in Jamaica, and I just felt amazing. I mean, it was just like, not only did I detox, it's like everything that was within me just purified, And obviously I was in a beautiful place, a beautiful island as well. So
Jamaica's definitely that.
so that helped. But, I came back, just even when my husband met me at the airport, he said, you just look radiant, in terms of, it's just literally like I had just gone on a detox holiday. From there, I said something the other day, I was saying to someone that I'd never really had a direction in life. I worked in banking, and I did it for stability. I knew that it wasn't what I wanted to do. But then, in life, you're kind of searching all the time, to say, what's your calling?
Yeah.
And when I became quite passionate about this, I started to really love, finding out more about it. And I felt like this was my calling. I started to feel. So when I actually got, my job got made redundant from banking.
I love what you just said. I love what you just said. Sorry, I had to interject there. That my job got made redundant.
Oh yes, I didn't get made redundant.
And I have to say it because it's very rare that you hear anybody saying that. Because we always say, I got made redundant.
Right.
So, sorry.
Yeah.
I just love that. I had to interject.
And I just wanted to kind of see if this was something that really could sell in the market. So I got in my kitchen, and I started doing little recipes, and I used all the classical recipes from that I grew up with, So
give us an example.
So, like for instance, we used to have curry goat, So I started to do a rundown, a curry rundown, but made it plant-based.
Right.
Because the thing is, what I found was when I became plant-based, I used to go out, I couldn't find anything that really satisfied my palate.
And I think that's why I would have struggled to go on plant-based myself, because I call myself oxitarian. Yeah. Just in case anybody wants to know what that means. That just means somebody that just love to eat oxtail, and I still don't eat anything else. But anyway.
I've not heard of that before.
Yeah, it's a made up.
It's unique
to me.
It's unique to
I love oxtail. And, when I decided I'm not going to eat chicken and everything else, it was just like, I know I'm not supposed to eat oxtail because I had a fibroids issue.
Did you decide you weren't going to eat chicken, or you just didn't like it?
No, it was more because of the fibroids issues that I was having.
Right.
So that's the reason why it was like, okay, I have to stop doing this, and I must, I will confess I have been eating chicken again because I went to Jamaica and...
She mashed down some jerk, me tell you.
But yeah, I did.
Also, it's about the whole package. It's well-being. That's one thing that's a journey that even now I'm still going down and I'm still discovering. It's about, because don't we all just want peace?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Isn't that what we really are all striving for? Regardless of whatever you're about and whatever you're doing in life. And I think and that's one of the things that we're trying to do, what we're doing at the Guava Kitchen. I think it's that whole package. You want to have a whole well-being. So it's not just the food. So the Guava Kitchen is also about an experience. That's really what we're about. And it's about people coming in and having a space where they feel they can come and chill, first of all. Having a space where they can feel where the food is authentic, so they feel like the food that they're taking in is good. You're taking in something good into your temple.
Yes.
And above that as well, music. So you can come and you can listen to, it might not be appealing to you, but it's music that's going to make you feel relaxed. The challenges have been enormous. One of the key challenges is staffing. Because you go through years of you being on the other side as an employee. And then all of a sudden you become an employer.
Yeah.
And you realise the challenges that sets up. I've found out that it's not an employer's market, it's an employee's market, because you need good people in your business.
Yeah.
People you can trust.
People you can trust. Yeah. you need people that are passionate about your business.
That's
and no
right.
one's going to be more passionate.
Than you. Come on. You better just preach it.
So, it doesn't matter. And, you're going to be always the first one there, and the last one to leave.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be the one working the hardest in this business. So staffing is always going to be a challenge. And it has been a challenge. And all I can recommend to any of your viewers that are listening in,
Tell them out there.
all I can say to you is you just have to set yourself up to know. Because when I first went into the business, that's one thing that other people that were in business, they all said the same thing to me. Staffing is going to be your challenge.
Guys, we are so excited to present to you Miss Natasha Robinson. This amazing, phenomenal, not ordinary woman, right, Janelle?
She is. And guess what? She started her own business called Framestastic, which is all around the photograph game. So, like social media now, Caz, everyone's into selfies and they're into photos. And it's all about that stuff on Instagram. Well, this amazing young lady has created a business for it. So we are super excited to bring her story to you.
Okay, so Framestastic, as you guys know, it started off with me creating bespoke selfie frames. Literally, the first year after I had my daughter, I was at home. I was like the Pinterest queen of like just stuff, like creative. I wanted to make like little keepsake things for her, and I was at home, so I didn't really have that much doing. So I was like, I'm going to go on YouTube, watch tutorials and stuff, go on Pinterest. And her first birthday was coming up. And I decided it was also around the same time my pastor's granddaughter invited my daughter to her birthday. And it was a Moana theme. And I thought, you know what, instead of buying a present...
Did you say Moana?
Yes.
What's Moana?
Moana's like that little Disney movie.
Okay.
I can't remember if it's like Hawaiian based, but it's like the little hula kind of skirt.
Okay.
Really cute little Disney movie. That was the theme. So I thought, you know what, I'm not gonna buy a toy or buy clothes or anything like that. I'm gonna make her something. And because my daughter's birthday was coming up as well, I had already decided I was gonna make my daughter a bespoke selfie. Well, not make it. It was really for me. I was just going to use her birthday to showcase to the family what I'd been doing in my spare time and stuff. But I thought, okay, let me make something that's personal, like a keepsake. She can maybe put it up in her room type thing. So her name's Lila. So I basically bought these little wooden letters to spell out her name. And I was meant to buy a box, so you can basically like put it up on the wall. And I wanted to decorate these letters so she would have her name, excuse me, just up on the wall on her bedroom that would really nicely decorated. But I was running out of time and I didn't quite get the box that I wanted, and I had the frame already, like a little A4 foam frame, and I thought, okay, I'm just going to decorate the letters, decorate the frame. I think I ordered like a book, a Moana colouring book or the storybook off Amazon. I ripped out all the picture parts, stuck it on the frame, and then stuck the letters on, and then took it to the party, and that was a hit. Everyone was holding it up and taking loads of pictures. And I thought, okay, I'm definitely going to do my daughter's one. But obviously for my daughter, it had to be even more amazing. So I enlisted the help of my dad. I was like, right, now we've got to do a wooden one. So we went to like home base, buying offcuts. My dad's there standing in our garage, and we made like a wooden version. And then because we had the party at my in-laws, they had like a little stand. So we put it on a stand with cable ties. And I also had the idea of just like having props like you would from a photo booth. So we had like, it was a mini themed party for my daughter. So we had like the mini ears, we had like the jumbo sunglasses, a couple of wigs and stuff. And then that was a hit as well. So initially the actual idea of a business, it was never actually meant to be a business. It was just something I stumbled across having some time at home. Me actually being on your show today is actually really heartwarming to me because around the time that I first, like after I kind of did a couple for friends and family, so we're talking sort of late 2017, which I think was definitely like the first sort of season or so of No Ordinary Women. And I had done a couple for friends and family, and I was like, everyone was like, what are you going to do with this? Like, you're actually really good. And I was like, I don't have a clue. Like, I don't know. And I actually watched one of the episodes of No Ordinary Women, and you guys had Hazel Jordan of Tamaray Soiree and Paula Powell.
Big up Hazel, Paula.
Big up Hazel Jordan, Tamaray Soiree. And after I had kind of thought, okay, well, what am I going to do with this? Like, everyone was like, are you going to like make a business? I was like, I don't know. But I thought I really felt quite led after watching their interview to reach out to Hazel. So I think sometime in November, I actually sent her an email and was just like, hi, I saw you on the No Ordinary Woman chat show. This is what I do. I sent her a couple of pictures and she actually invited me to her Winter Wonderland soiree, which was the next month, and just offered me to, if I wanted to make a frame for it, to bring it along. So I was just like, well, yeah, I'm coming. Let's go. And so literally December, the next month, I remember I was frantically trying to, obviously because now it's not for friends and family. This is like a real industry events person, like believing in me enough to invite me onto her platform and her event. So I was like, okay, I've got to make, this has got to be nicer than anything I've done before. Seeing the work that you guys do, which is amazing. Like you just have on some really impressive, and people that you wouldn't...
Include yourself in that, by the way.
Including myself. You just have some, like, people that you wouldn't really necessarily hear about on a day-to-day. Like, there's so many women doing such amazing things, but we don't really hear about it. But you guys' platform has, that enabled me to find women that are doing something beyond what I'm doing, to even just say, hey, like, what direction can I go in? And I was obviously given an opportunity to do something out of my comfort zone, because it was not like, you know, family and friends just bigging me up anymore. This is like someone new, a stranger saying, yeah, I believe in what you're doing.
I just want to touch on that because actually this is for International Women's Day. What you said about Caz and the show and how it inspired you, I just want to really big you up, Caz, because, you know...
Big up, Caz!
No, really, because you have provided this platform. And look now, Natasha was inspired to start her business from this platform. So rewinding it all, right? So rewinding it all the way back to your vision. I just want to big you up.
Oh, bless you. But what I would like to add, and thank you so much, Janelle, but what I do want to add on is in regards to when you said you started up, you know, you just being a new mum, you had this spare time and, you know, to start up your business. And what I love what you said is that you wasn't even charging anybody. This was a hobby. And I really kind of want to make something very key here, is that when it's something that you're destined to do, it doesn't necessarily mean it's about you making money instantly. It's always about serving other people. Because like you said, you know, you wanted to make a frame as a gift for somebody else. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's time, that's you purchasing the material and everything else. You could have easily just got a little toy, do you know what I mean? But you saw something that you could potentially do. You use your creativity based upon your research. You wasn't even realising you was researching, doing your Pinterest. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then creating that to now your hair and sharing that. So, you know, well done.
Yeah, well done. Well done. Yeah, really inspirational. So now you've kind of expanded into the photo booth business.
Yeah.
So tell us more about that.
So as much as initially it was definitely just a hobby, and I was just really happy to, like, you know, make other people happy with the frames and give them a keepsake or just do something completely different to what was on the market. When I had decided now, okay, let's try and be serious, and if this is going to be something I'm doing in my time, let's try and exchange time and, you know, for financial gain, and get some coins out of it. I started realizing that the amount of time that it was taking me to make the frames, what I was charging, it wasn't a fair exchange. And then I suppose maybe like a year down the line, I kind of wasn't resentful, but I wasn't enjoying it as much. It was almost like when I was doing it for free, I loved it. There was no, like, you know, there was no expectation. It was just me putting my heart into it, figuring out, you know, what I wanted to do for people and giving it out for free. But then when I was charging for it, because I had no concept of what do I actually, you know, want to, what do I think I deserve, first of all. It wasn't like there was much out there to sort of compare to, because a lot of people at the time were quite into like the Instagram or the Facebook cardboard frames. There wasn't really anyone from the research that I did that were doing like customized, bespoke, like specific, you know, frames for individuals. So trying to figure out what I can charge, what people are going to be prepared to pay, that was really hard. And I think I got to a place where I was thinking, okay, well, right, some of these frames are taking me 20 hours, some are taking me 30 hours. Yeah. And people, I don't think people realise how much, and I think because I'm quite particular and just quite pedantic about how things have to look, like I'm not going to put out something that looks half-assed and like charge you for that. Like I would rather just give it away. I'm not going to put my name on something and be like, yeah, expect you to pay for that if I don't think it's like my best work.
So you mentioned, you know, that you're a mother, you're a wife. You're also still quite young, you know, and so congratulate you on all of that. You've got Framestastic, which is amazing. But a little bird told me in Caz something else about you. That
I wonder what is it. What bird, first of all? What bird you look got?
You'll see that whoever you are out there, your secret's safe. You know, but no, you know, we've heard that you're actually into quite sensual dancing.
I am. Your bird is right. Whoever the bird is. So my best friend Charmaine, shouts out Charmaine, runs a heels dance class for women. Soul to Soul Heels on Instagram. I feel like every woman that has had any kind of, so for me personally, I think, to share a bit of my backstory, after I had my daughter, I actually went an opposite direction to most women. I lost a lot of weight. The size that I am now, I probably was a little bit bigger before I had my daughter. But I breastfed for like 13 months, and then obviously trying to have a business, being a wife, being a mother, I was just running around doing 101 things every single day. And I wouldn't always remember to eat 3 meals a day, or when I was eating, it was stupid times. It was like snacks more than actual meals. And I lost a lot of weight, and I got really, really, really self-conscious. I think people don't necessarily take losing weight as to be as serious as gaining weight, but it was a big deal for me. Like, I didn't really want to leave the house all the time. Like, not I would make excuses not to go out, but I kind of actually used my daughter as I was like, you know, I've got stuff to do type thing. Like, I wouldn't really want to go anywhere because I was just very self-conscious of how small I had gotten. And it got to a point and I was just like, do you know what? I need to do something for myself. Like, something that just, it's not me like trying to run my business. It's not me like focusing on being a wife. It's not me focusing on being a mother. It's something like, what can Natasha do for Natasha to give, like, to make her feel happy or just enjoy, or, you know, just, you know, I'm still alive. Like, I might not be the size, or I might not look how I want to look, but I'm still actually on this earth. So it was kind of like just, okay, let me find something to do that I can pick myself up again. And my best friend Charmaine, she started her heels class, and it's just been amazing. Like, the confidence that I think I've gotten from it, like, now you can't talk to me, okay? Like, no matter, you just can't talk to me. You cannot, because I'm feeling myself. I ain't gonna lie, I'm feeling myself. So I've been going for just over a year.
So what happens in the classes?
So literally, it's a bunch of women. And it's funny because some of the women that have now like seen her videos and stuff online, again, like initially it would be like friends only or friends and family that started coming. And now it's just like, it's gotten so much bigger. Like, some of the classes, I don't even know all the girls that attend, because that's like, so-and-so's come and they've brought this person's posted and this person's seen it online, now they're coming. But it's basically like, we go, a lot of the time, like, she does like this strutting thing with us, because a lot of women, we can't actually walk in heels as much as we'd like to
this
think.
One
Not everyone is a professional like that in walking in heels. So like, the first element of the class is literally just like getting everyone to feel comfortable in just walking in the heels. And she'll play like specific songs, and she'll show us like, okay, this is what I want you to do. And she'll do like her little walk, which is just like a little, you know, nice little strut, kind of like do a little something. Most of the girls have hair, Caz, me and you. Like, we would literally be feeling our scalps, car. The girls like Janelle, they'd be swinging hair and just running fingers through hair. But yeah, I'd be touching up my scalp and my short back and sides. But it's literally just like, just getting comfortable in walking. Like, she wants everyone to feel just comfortable. Like, you know, you're in a room sometimes with people you don't know. You're trying to find your sexy, but how can you find your sexy with strangers? So it's kind of just an element of, you know, it's like a line of us, like maybe depending on how many people go as well. So we're just strutting, and then it's actually learning the routine. And then she always encourages everyone at the end of the routine, whether it's in groups, or whether it's like solos or duets, to like just do a freestyle.
And what I think is also beautiful about it all, because when other women will look at it, I mean, you know, I'm just going to say, remember when we was in Kingston, when we was in Jamaica, we went to Club Taboo, yeah? And
it's a strip club,
it's a strip club. And I was amazed.
Yeah.
Because I didn't look at this woman as, you know, as a sex object. I looked at like, wow, this woman is power. She's got confidence. She's owning who she is. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it just made me look at things completely different.
We were actually mesmerised, and I think that's what it is, because do you know what? Now in later years, certainly for myself anyway, I've realised how important sexuality and sensuality is in terms of who we are in our entirety as women. Sometimes we separate them, and do you know what? I don't want to make this about kind of race or ethnicity, but as Black women, sometimes we leave that out of who we are. It's so important. It's such an important, that energy is so important as who we are and what we deliver. It's not about sex, actually.
Absolutely.
It's about, like you said, it's about this empowerment from within, loving yourself, owning yourself, being confident with yourself. So, girl, I salute you.
Right, so as you know, it's about International Women's Month, and we had the opportunity to meet the woman herself, Queen of Reggae, Miss Marcia Griffiths, right, Janelle?
Oh my gosh, we did. And let me tell you, Caz and I were super gassed, to be in the presence of a legend, to actually catch up with this woman who was she's not only an artist in her own right, but she was also a backing singer for Bob Marley back in the day. And she's such a humble, beautiful being, right?
Absolutely. I mean, guys, you've got to watch this episode. So we're not going to we're not going to keep you here any longer. You guys need to just go over, watch it right now. Guys, we are here at the Hideaway Streatham, and we have been blessed by the Queen of Reggae, Sister Marcia.
Oh my gosh, you was absolutely phenomenal woman.
Thank you so very much. I enjoyed every moment out there delivering to my family. They're gone way past fans now. They're my family. So I enjoyed every moment. And as I said out there, I hope everyone leaves here blessed as much as I'm feeling.
We definitely have. And Sister Marcia, you have been in this business now for at least 4 decades, going on more. What is the secret to your success? 5 decades, okay, more than 5 decades. What is the secret to your success and longevity and your beauty and youth?
Oh, please.
We need to know, right, Caz?
Yes, because we need to know. I think everybody needs to know.
No, I honestly think that God has given me a talent, and I'm not just here traveling to enjoy or to have fun. I'm here on a mission. And I think that's one of the reasons why God has preserved me, so I can be able to continue to go around and deliver the message through the medium of the music. And whatever you're seeing is just a reflection from the inside. Clean thoughts. And I mean, we are not saints, but we try to do right and to live good.
It's so true.
And the thoughts are so important.
It is so true. So this is International Women's Month, and as a phenomenal woman in this business, what advice would you give to young women coming up after you in the music business?
Well, for me, for the young upcoming women in the music, as I have said to them individually, it's most important for them to get representative. When you have someone representing you, you gain more respect. You cannot be a singer and a manager. One is definitely going to suffer, and it's the management. So when you have people representing you, there's much more respect. You know, you should not be in the position to be doing business. You know, you should just concentrate on going out there and giving your best. So for all the young upcoming women, I think they need good management.
Okay,
and to respect themselves first.
Thank
you.
That's great advice. So guys, make sure if you're up and rising singer, make sure you get management. Don't try and do it all by yourself, and just stay focused in your lane.
Sister Marcia, thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to us. Thank you so much for everything you've given us to the world.
I thank you all too, because we are all in this thing together. We are one family on the same mission. So we just want to keep the fire burning.
Okay, so let's do the boogie boogie, electric slide out, yeah?
Why not?
Yes. All right then, guys. So you've heard from the legendary Queen herself. So until next time, peace out.
Blessings.